Hello, everyone. This is Top for Glory, episode 284. Yes, we are 284 episodes deep in Top for Glory. We are 48 hours, 72 hours away from the hottest party in the summer. You guys already know, Top for Glory has brought you the G1, the 5-star Grand Prix, and we don't have a cover team or whatever the fuck those guys are doing. I'm sure stuff in TJPW is happening. And All In hasn't come in yet. But the one thing Top for Glory must bring you guys is the hottest party in the summer. So, where there is wrestling, where there's a podcast, there's Top for Glory. And here we are. Episode 284. Episode 284. Here to bring you the predictions as introduction is a must. I'm Nick before here to bring you SummerSlam Predictions. So, I was hoping that, my co-host would be here, but it's okay. Life happens. I had a question in mind to start us off, but I'll start it off with, what is everyone's favorite SummerSlam match? I think that is a fun topic when it comes to the hottest party in the summer. So viewers, listeners, let me know, what is your favorite SummerSlam match from any time? It could be literally any match, a non-title, title match, mixed tag match, triple threat, tag match, whatever. What is your favorite SummerSlam match? Me personally, as a kid, it's a tie between Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk TLC, or it is John Cena versus Batista. I think those two matches were like my childhood favorites. And then like growing up in the 2010s, it's hands down John Cena versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam. But you guys, let us know, let Talk for Glory know, what is your favorite SummerSlam match? Also, so some of these matches I am going to be speed running because some of these are just bad. To start us off, it is Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a What's up, Blitz? I thought you were too busy doing your own live stream. I thought you were talking about the flower fields. But welcome to the stream. Blitz, what is your favorite SummerSlam match? Me personally, I think my number one has to be John Cena versus AJ Styles. I believe it was SummerSlam 2016. Not 16. Wait, yeah, maybe it was 16? 16 or 17. It's been so long now. But Blitz, as you comment down below your favorite SummerSlam match, I just got to get this off my chest. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in a human money's on a pole match. This match sucks. It's a waste of Dominic Mysterio's time. Literally, I think if Dominic Mysterio was doing anything better than this, I would probably be talking about like, oh, maybe Dominic Mysterio should win Money in the Bank next month. Or not next month. I believe it is in September or October this year, which is weird. Top for Glory will bring you more about that when that happens. But yeah, this match is probably gonna suck, and it's a waste of Don's time. Easy first TLC match ever. Hardy's, Dudley's, Edge, and Christian. See, good pick. That's a good pick. And ever since then, I believe I have just been a sicko for TLC matches. The only thing that comes close is Ultimate X matches. What about you, Ruckus? What is your favorite SummerSlam match? Because honestly, I think you guys are going to get more mileage out of the SummerSlam question than you are at this match. Because again, it's just a waste of Dom's time. Like, I expect so much more. Like, I think come whenever Money in the Bank is supposed to be, that Dominic Mysterio would be a shoo-in to win. But when he's wasting his time like this, I just don't know. Motor City Machine Guns are all elite. Well, now I think we need to see them all in. So hopefully come All In Predictions, we'll be talking about the Motor City Machine Guns. But anyways, yeah, Dominic Mysterio wins this in 3 minutes or less. And if he doesn't, it's still a waste of his time. All right, next is the 6 women's tag team match, the Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence. Who needs to run back a women's tag team title match when you can do a 6 women's tag team match? Another. I'm sorry, guys. I don't sound too enthusiastic about some of these, just because the card is kind of painful. So here on Top Row, we decided let's get the boring stuff out the way, and then we can get about the cool stuff. But Fatal Influence for the win. There should be no reason for Bella Twins and Paige to win this. And then after this, let's try to slap the women's championship or the women's US title onto I'm forgetting her name. And she was just NXT Women's Champion. JC Jane. There we go. All right, next match is Gunther versus Magnus. Oh, wait, some of you guys may not know him by that name. Nick Aldis. This is going to be a good match. But my God, is this a fall from grace in Gunther's part? From the guy that retired Cena and Styles to basically doing nothing. Dom's too busy preparing to drop the AAA belt. Yep, maybe he is. This is going to be a good match, and I hope like Gunther gets his reps in and Nick Aldis shows that he's not washed or on fraud watch. Because I'll say this. Nick Aldis has always been a mid-carder to me. From his time in NWA or his time in TNA, he's just been a mid-carder. And like literally at all times, from British Invasion to teaming up with Joe, or just anything he did within the Main Event Mafia, him during the Dixie Carter heel run era. Yeah, no, like Nick Aldis just has never been like that guy for me. But I'm hoping that in this match, even in defeat, Gunther wins and Nick Aldis looks like a star. The National Treasure returns to the ring. I forgot that was his nickname. All right, so another 6 man. I probably should have done this one after the women's. F this match. It's this is another one of like, this is a waste of everyone's time. LA Knight, I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. Solo, he just turned face. He is kind of funny. Royce Keys, another guy where I'm like, I don't know. And I'll say this, I don't watch SmackDown as often, so I don't know if Royce Keys is like, if he's cooking over there or if he's in catering. Last thing I heard was Danhausen was getting more minutes than him, which is crazy. And then we got Jacob Fatu and the Usos. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, guys. The Usos are at a point where it's like, if it's not a dream match, I'm not all that eager to see them. And Jacob Fatu should be like one of the biggest menaces on Monday Night Raw, but he's here doing tag matches. The LA Knight Solo Keys pairing is weird. Yeah, it really is. Like, this is so weird that like you got it on pay-per-view. It's like, how? Like, if anything, they probably could have ran like Solo versus Tama Tonga. Like, You could have focused on that. But yeah, this tag match is weird. Like, what's everyone doing here? Like, what's the beef? What's the problem? And like, I'm watching Raw, and like, I'm catching SmackDown highlights, and it's like, nothing here really warrants a pay-per-view 6-man tag match. Like, I always talk to Smoove about like, oh yeah, this deserves to be on the pay-per-view, or like, oh yeah, this is like really good build for a pay-per-view. But then there are times where I'm also like saying, for the SummerSlam question, Triple H versus HBK, yes, that is, oh god, that was awesome. Ooh, there's a no, because I've talked to Smoove about this a couple times, and Young Tachi. So we already know like who Mr. WrestleMania is. It's Shawn Michaels, hands down. That's never changing. Who is, in your opinion, Mr. SummerSlam? Because I think it's Seth Rollins. Well, I guess I'll have to turn that question into a shorts as well. So for viewers, listeners, I've got to ask $1 million question once more. Who is Mr. SummerSlam? So as you guys answer that question, also I see there are 5 viewers here, so welcome to Talk for Glory, guys. But yeah, this 6-man doesn't really warrant pay-per-view. If anything, it warrants main event of SmackDown or main event of Raw. If anything, you kind of could have like broken this up into like separate tag matches, or at least like a one-on-one. You can do Jacob versus Royce Keys if like Royce Keys wasn't in catering, or you can do LA Knight and Solo versus the Usos. The well-established tag team versus the Can They Coexist tag team. But yeah, I got the Bloodline, I guess. Yeah, I got the Bloodline winning because there's no way the 3 random guys should be beating the established tag team and the human bulldozer that is Jacob Fatu. All right, next is a number 1 contenders match for the WWE. Why is this thing still called Undisputed? It's one championship. The Undisputed Championship, it is Sami Zayn versus the Prince, the OG club leader, the Rio Rock and Roller, former Prince, Finn Balor. Also, Sami Zayn, the former Grand Slam champion. Dude really got screwed over in about, 9 days? But, anyways, this is going to cook. My only hope, my only wish is that this is as good as like an NXT Black and Gold kind of match. Mr. SummerSlam, I am at a crossroads between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Not bad. But, yeah, no, this match, I just hope is as good as like a NXT Black and Gold level Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Sami needs to get the proper run. And to me, like, I think like a proper run either consists of like multiple defenses in a short reign, or at least 2 pay-per-view defenses. To me, those are like decent reigns. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for the 365. Like 6 months and under with at least memorable matches. Undertaker is Mr. SummerSlam. Okay. But yeah, Sami Zayn deserves the proper run. But like many others, I have waited so long for a Finn Balor World Championship match. And depending how the main event plays out, I kind of got to see Finn versus either Cody or Finn versus Punk one more time. The thing is, like, as Finn Balor fans, we waited so long for like him to get that second run. And I think beating Sami Zayn, a newly minted Grand Slam champion, and then going on to face whoever the WWE Undisputed Champion, in hopes of maybe then getting that. Like, finally getting that second world title run. Like, again, we've been waiting for God knows how long at this point. I have Finn winning and hopefully in the future winning the world title as well. Well, WWE Championship. Yeah, I'm just going to say WWE Championship. I'm too used to that. All right, next is in a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Champion. Wait, give me a second, guys. I'm going to call from Triple H. What do you mean Oba's not fighting for a championship? He won King of the Ring. But yeah, I know he's facing Brock. Isn't the championship involved in this? So Oba won King of the Ring for nothing, and he used it on a match with Brock Lesnar? Well, that's just stupid. It's what we do. All right, Triple H. All right, guys. So in a Hell in a Cell match, Oba Femi, the King of the Ring winner, versus Brock Lesnar, not the champion. Let me just get my words right. What the? Like, literally, this is like the dumbest thing you could have ever done. You sold you gave Brock Lesnar Oba Femi, or you gave Oba Femi Brock Lesnar, and this is his reward. He faces the Beast. I'm sorry, guys, but there are a couple matches in wrestling where I'm like, this is bigger than a title. I've always said, if you right now give me two contracts, one says you can either beat Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Championship on his 1,000+ day run, or you can end the Undertaker's streak. I'm picking the Undertaker's streak. But Oba Femi choosing Brock Lesnar over CM Punk or Roman Reigns is not the same situation. Quite frankly, this is just lazy and it's boring. Like, if you didn't want Oba to win the title, you could have just had, I don't know, Seth Rollins win King of the Ring. Like, I've told Smoove this since WrestleMania. Okay, great. Oba beat Brock. He's established. Now you put the world title on him. And that was kind of the direction we both thought like this was going. Even Young Tachi was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for Oba to like become world champion by like, I don't know, maybe SummerSlam. And we're like, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. After the second match and Brock won, I texted Smoove and immediately told him everything Oba was just backtrack. Just backtrack. Because everyone was giving him like his praise, like, yeah, he retired the Beast. All right, now Brock beat you. I'm sorry, but this win will not have the same impact as his WrestleMania win. I have Oba winning this. And hopefully, before the year ends, Oba Femi is a world champion because he is built like a world champion. Oba eats 10 F5, still wins. Yeah, honestly, just Oba for the win. Oba in 3. Also, I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video, guys, but SummerSlam is 2 nights. But it's not worth 2 videos from Talk for Glory. So, you're getting everything in one shot. All right, for the oh my god, I can't. Why did I do this? I set myself up for 2 rants. For the interim WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany in a ladder match. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus whoever's gonna win tomorrow in the I don't know match because I barely watch SmackDown. Yeah, fuck. My bad, my bad. You know, I like the Top of Glory. Sometimes there's a censor button because then it stops me from going on a rant. What's up, Blood Money? None of them time limit draw. Um, for the interim women's championship, what? Just let me call Triple H one more time. Hey, Triple H, why is the women's championship interim again? Because Rhea's hurt. Why don't you just wait? Why don't you strip her? It's what we do. Okay. Okay. I've got my answer, and we have a interim championship because Rhea Ripley's hurt. You know, stripping her's not an option. What the? Yeah, this is just so stupid. An interim championship. An interim championship. I like that AEW used the interim championships. Like, mostly it was because, like, the champion caught COVID. Like, 9 out of 10 times, like, they only had, like, interim titles because of, like, certain circumstances where it's like, there's no point of stripping you today if you'll be back next week. Rhea's been injured for 2-3 months. Since Clash. At the first sign of an injury, I'm stripping her. I'm not making an interim belt. If I'm Triple H, I would have literally vacated the belt, done the ladder match, have that person win, go on a mini run, and immediately lose to Rhea. It's that simple. It's just that simple. So I don't know who the last person is, but that doesn't matter because I actually have Charlotte Flair winning and tying the record. Well, I guess setting the record for most women's championships in WWE at 16. I like your idea, Enigma, what you propose there. Thank you, Blood Money. It's too easy. Like it feels like you just require common sense of what to do. This was likely TKO Dana White body. Yeah, because I thought interim championships were stupid. The only time that they were okay were in AEW because like the champions were catching COVID. I think Sammy, not Sammy. I think Cody had caught COVID when he was TNT champion, and then like yeah, he's just gonna be back next week. So like they made an interim champion, which became Sammy Guevara, and then we got that really cool ladder spot. But like here, it's like no, Rhea is obviously injured. So what is the point of an interim championship? Just strip her of the belt. But yeah, I got Charlotte Flair winning, and then we can get Rhea versus Charlotte. Part I don't know. I just know that they have really good chemistry together. All right, time for maybe the last of like the bad matches or like bad booked matches. for the women's championship, for the women's world championship, it is defending. Wait, no, she's actually 100+ days deep of not defending. So it's just the champion, Liv Morgan, versus the Queen of the Sky, the Queen of the Ring. I'm sure she'd be queen of a faction if she led one. Call it whatever you want. Io Sky, Shirai, whatever you want. In a Queen of the Ring. In a Queen of the Ring rematch. So hear me out on this. Because Liv Morgan has done such a shit job as champ, I would have literally had Io pick Rhea. WWE finds out that Rhea is injured and cannot compete. Therefore, at SummerSlam, for the vacant women's championship, you do Io Sky, the Queen of the Ring winner, versus whoever you crown in a number one contenders match. And not gonna lie, if you give me Io versus Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam, give me that for 30 minutes. A 100 days without a televised defense. Yeah, oh my God. That just gave me depression. Yeah, no, I'm not counting like house shows defenses. For all I know, like someone out there is defending their title on like 50 times on house shows and never on like Netflix. Probably wants Io to stay on Raw. Probably. But yeah, Io needs to win the title, and then she needs to go on this dominant run. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Liv Morgan won the Rumble, then won at WrestleMania, and just stopped wrestling. Like, can someone explain that to me? How Liv Morgan can win the Rumble, then win at what? Can someone explain to me how Liv Morgan won the Royal Rumble, then won at WrestleMania, and then just magically just forgot how to be a champion? Like, she just stopped wrestling. Like, not a single defense on a Raw, a pay-per-view, or anything. She just stops. But Io, please save us from this tyrannical run and be the queen we know you can be, the Queen of the Sky, the Queen of the Ring. And just please make her bow down to the Queen. All right, for the U.S. title, I'm actually excited for this. It's Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. The only thing I'm sad about is that they hold out Melo, not gonna lie. Like, Carmelo Hayes has been in like the U.S. title picture every SmackDown since WrestleMania. And then when it comes to pay-per-view time, they just somehow find a way to they figure out a way to Thanos snap him out of the feud. Also, can someone check for me if Baron Corbin is or if he is a Triple Crown of any sorts? Someone told me that Baron Corbin is a former IC champion and a tag champ, and I thought, no, he's not. I think he's only won the US. Yeah, you're right. Blitz and Blood Money. I need Trick to retain, and I don't know why they just shafted Melo out. It's like they don't even see him as like not TV, right? It's like they don't even see him as pay-per-view level. This Baron Corbin has one US title, NXT tag title. That's it all. Damn. That's all he's done. Well, I guess he's won Money in the Bank and King of the Ring, but damn. In terms of championships, just NXT tag and US. That's kind of lackluster. Which is funny too, because when he was in NXT, I kind of thought Baron Corbin would be a world champion. But hey, I guess I'm wrong. In terms of like Mike and character, Trick Williams is fine. And I think in terms of matches, which that is what the US, or I guess both mid card belts are to me, like it's the work rate belt. I'm really hoping that Trick puts on like a banger of a match, and Baron Corbin. Yeah, Baron Corbin is just weird. Like glad he's back. Hey, it'd be really cool if they brought back End of Days, the theme song, or I Bring the Darkness. I don't know if that was the official name. But yeah, I need Baron Corbin to like be cool again. So I guess right before he went bald. And yeah, who do I have in this match? I gotta go with Trick Williams. Trick Williams for the win. Whoop that trick. All right. Now for the Intercontinental Championship, it is. I was about to say El Grande Americano. It is the challenger Chad Gable versus the champion, in my opinion, the real champion of WWE, the defending Zero Miedo Intercontinental Champion, Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Zero Miedo, Penta, whatever the hell you guys want to say. This might be match of the year, like a match of the year candidate in terms of like the mid card. So like when we talk about titles like the TNT, the Continental, the International, the High Speed, the X Division, the US, like this might be one of those matches where one moment, guys. I'm trying to remember, like, how many attempts is this for Chad Gable? Like, how many times has he tried this now? Like, I think this is attempt number 4 at the IC title. So I'm right now counting like in my head because I know he's challenged Gunther. Yeah, he's challenged Gunther like twice. Chad Gable versus Gunther for the IC title feud. Yeah, that was like technically 3. No, wait, because he challenged Gunther like 3 times for the IC. He challenged Sammy, I think. I might be wrong about that. But I think like whatever numbered attempt this is, like it's got to be the one. After the El Grande Americano stuff, which was fantastic, I think that what else do you do except put the belt, the IC title on him after he's yeah, how else do you Sammy Gunther? Okay, so I know he's faced Sammy. This one could go either way. I know for a fact like Sami Zayn and Gunther, and like that's it. I think. For some reason in my head, like I'm thinking like someone else is like he's defending against. But yeah, probably wrong. But I was gonna say that after learning about Lucha Libre culture, and living under the mask. This has to be the night, and he shows the ultimate respect to Lucha Libre by beating a luchador. Sammy, actually no, screw that. I got Penta for the win because he is the most dominant champion in WWE right now, and I need the streak to continue. So Penta for the win. Sammy, you got the next try. All right, guys. So now we're about to hit the co-main event. Oh wait, no, I don't plug in socials till the main event. So here's the co-main event. For the undisputed WWE Championship, it is defending champion CM Punk versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. This match is missing a heel. And I know a lot of people are saying that, oh yeah, CM Punk is walking into this as a heel. I don't know about that. It's hard to gauge okay, he's definitely the heel here. CM Punk retains. It's a Minnesota man. Gable is winning. Also, thank you guys for being so active. I know it is 10:44, and a lot of stuff is happening right now. Motor City Machine Guns. I know there's 4 people watching TNA. But yeah, thank you guys for being here on Top of Glory. But yeah, this match lacks that heel, that antagonist here. It just feels like both of these guys are I'm mad you got the belt, and the other guy's I'm not gonna let you take my belt. Just shit like that. But I've told Smoove this, and I've told other people that if this is not the match that Cody turns heel, I'm gonna be pissed. And a lot of people tried to argue with me about Cody turning heel, that I need to let it go. That Cody's last time Cody Rhodes was heel was 10 years ago, and when Ring of Honor and the Bullet Club and all that stuff. Here's the thing, guys. Cody Rhodes is a better heel. No one can take that away from me. Cody Rhodes, whether he was in Legacy or he was undashing or in the Bullet Club, Cody Rhodes is just a better heel than face to me. Can you imagine Cody Rhodes gets desperate and he turns heel and he just lets loose? I know a lot of people want Punk to probably turn heel, but the idea of Punk turning heel past 2013 or 2012 doesn't really get me. His 08, 09 stuff was that stuff hurt. But the stuff he was doing to Jeff Hardy hurt. And then, he turned heel, rightfully so. His heel turn and hitting The Rock with the GTS, that was fair game. But if you were to turn heel right now, I would just shrug my shoulders. So Cody turning heel, I would say finally, this is the American Nightmare. So my prediction is Cody will get desperate. Cody will let the boos finally connect to him, and he will turn heel. And I know what some of you guys are going to say. Oh, Punk can't have a short run. Why? Sammy did. Anyone and everyone can have a short run in wrestling. You can have a 30-day run, a 60-day run. You can apparently go 100 days without defending your title. Anything can happen. And here's my anything. CM Punk loses the WWE Championship, and Cody Rhodes turns heel. All right, now we're about to hit the main event. So thank you guys that have been listening. I know this SummerSlam Predictions hasn't been bouncing off the walls. I've been all over the place. But I've been giving my predictions, so I've kept at my end of the deal. You guys have been interacting. That's your end of the deal. Will you do the heel turn during or after the match? During. Doing that heel turn during. But as you guys already know, when we hit the main event, you guys have one job and one job only, and that is to follow the socials. So going up on the screen in 3, 2, bam. So you guys already know. You guys make sure you guys follow myself and Young Smoove on our Twitters, Young Smoove TFGs, Enigma underscore before underscore. Make sure you guys follow all of our Twitches at Enigma underscore before underscore Smoove A1 and XO Young Tachi XO98. And then if you guys are into Xbox, add us on Xbox at Enigma before Smoove A1 and Young Tachi 98, as you guys see. And most importantly, guys, Top for Glory is everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think they think there's going to be a YouTube podcast. I don't know. Or there's a podcast option on YouTube. But yeah, we're there too. Where there's podcasts, where there's wrestling, there is Talk for Glory. All right, time for the main event. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is defending champion Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the 2020, it was 2021 Superstar of the Year, Top for Glory Superstar of the Year, versus surprisingly never before, but always in contention for Superstar of the Year, Seth fucking Rollins. And hopefully, what is the last time? And what I need, and I'm begging here, I need not one single mention of the Shield chair. I don't want to see Seth hit Roman with the chair and Michael Cole starts screaming, the Shield, the Shield. You know what's the next time I want to hear the Shield? Anything Shield related? It's when I see John Moxley in a WWE ring. That is going to be the next time I want to hear anything Shield related. Oh man, this match is so simple. The story is history. Can Roman finally beat Seth when it matters the most? And again, like I've been saying for multiple video guys, I don't need 365-day runs. You know the chair is coming. Yeah, I know. I don't need anyone to have a 365-day run. I'm burned out. I'm tired. I can literally name 5 people that have had 365-day runs in the last 6 years. I feel like I've been recycling champions. I always jokingly say that Roman Reigns has the championship length of a high schooler's run. So can you imagine anyone that said, "Oh yeah, when I was a freshman in high school, I went in and Roman Reigns was Universal Champion. I graduated high school and Roman Reigns was still Universal Champion. Not again Universal Champion. He didn't lose it and then win it back. He was still champion. He never dropped it. That is an insane thing you can say. And I'm not enabling. There's other people that you can still say that. That's fucking crazy. And here's the thing that I think has been lacking in Seth Rollins' World Championship. Here's the thing that I think has been lacking in Seth Rollins' like World Championship runs. I think Seth Rollins needs to beat Roman Reigns to become the main guy. I think that's what needs to happen. Why Seth Rollins is not front and center the guy, I think it's because he hasn't beaten Roman Reigns. A lot of people considered Cody the guy after he beat Roman Reigns. So maybe to become the face, he must beat Roman Reigns. And for Roman, on a personal level, he cannot move forward until he beats Seth Rollins. Now, the question is, do I think Roman Reigns can finally overcome Seth Rollins? No. I think Seth Rollins is the kryptonite to Roman Reigns. I think it's true. There's 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every time. But I also believe this loss is going to reset Roman Reigns so hard, he might just implode on everyone. I need Seth to win to humble Roman Reigns. I need Seth to win to basically leave in Roman Reigns' mind whatever championship run he is on should be minuscule because he can't beat Seth Rollins if he were to defend it. I need Seth Rollins to win this just so Roman Reigns can sit there and go, why can't I do this? Why can't I win? I like that. I like the idea of a wrestler having a kryptonite. But most importantly, I need Seth Rollins to win this. So in the future, there's a match I got to see. I can't spoil it yet, but there's a match I want to see. And I need Seth Rollins as champion to see it through. But guys, that was everything. That was Tar for Glory's SummerSlam predictions. Thank you guys that have been so active. You guys have been really talkative. I know I breezed through a couple things. I already gave my reasons why. We didn't really go insane on time. We only went just under 50 minutes. So that's pretty good. You know, some of you guys went live. I was there. Some of you guys have been live this week. I've been watching and listening a lot of everyone's wrestling podcast takes. I hope you guys have enjoyed Collision. I hope you guys have enjoyed TNA. Again, the 4 people that watched it. I know Marigold is doing cool stuff. Tar for Glory doesn't cover that. But guys, let me know what you guys are looking forward to the most at SummerSlam. But as we're here on Tar for Glory, you guys already know to do the following to stay safe, have a great day and or night, because time zones are weird. Don't stalk wrestlers. Eventually I'll stop saying that, but don't stalk wrestlers. That makes you extra weird. But most importantly, enjoy wrestling, guys. Have a great night.